Has the queue not moved at all?
We stand like pillars of salt. But I am sure the Earl will accept petitioners soon. I hope it's before the workers at Kingsbridge leave the construction site because I cannot pay them.
If they hadn't replaced Father, I could have helped them. Good day, Sheriff. Will these people have to wait much longer?
If you have a complaint, talk to the Earl.
I don't think he even recognizes me anymore. They say that Jack's father was a thief and hanged in shiring.
Things are taking place that will lead our generation to an end.
The end is upon us, but our Earl will lead us to salvation.
Is that so?
A hard hand for hard times. It will all make sense, you will see.
No, he's talked himself into a rage.
Open your eyes. The signs are all around us.
Good quality.
Our food is rotting.
But I'm not here to buy anything.
Our animals dying. Our homes
Daylight
crumbling.
robbery.
We agreed on the price.
Maybe another fleece on top.
Good to see you, Meg. I'm here to collect the money we've made so far.
3!
Excuse me. We're in the middle of something.
What's the problem?
Even you merchants have become thieves. What a rotten place this has become.
He ordered the cartload of wool weeks ago, but now he refuses to pay the price we'd agreed upon.
Let's think about why the prices are so high this year.
So you can put more money into your pockets?
Actually, the Earl has raised all fees. It costs more to pass the gate, to set up shop, to get a license, and to trade.
I suppose. But the price is not as was agreed.
Did you use a tally to record the price?
But, are you with the sheriff? Just who are you, woman?
I am the owner of this business.
Oh.
Here's our Harfaliena.
Now, would you kindly hand me your part of the tally? There are more notches on our part.
2 pieces, 2 different prices.
Granted, adding notches to our part would have been much easier.
Aha! You're admitting it.
But the area with missing notches is thinner than the rest.
You're right. It looks like something was carved off.
What? Are you saying I'm a fraud?
Look, times are hard for all of us. I won't report you to the sheriff.
This wool will not make enough cloth for all of my master's servants' clothes. Let alone all the shirts he wants for himself.
Whoever pays servants and wants to wear many shirts should be able to pay the price for quality wool like this.
Quality? Yes, but it is not high quality. Now that you mention it, I see it. I cannot pay that much money for bad wool like this.
Now he's doubting the quality.
Fine. Then let me prove the quality of my wool.
Just you try. Outrageous.
Let's negotiate.
3! 3!
That's not the
Not just
price
gonna
we
give away
agreed
for
on.
free.
It is what we agreed on. Both of
Come
us.
on. I thought you had more to spare
No,
than that.
I'll keep the wool.
I'm taking my
Pig is
business
half of
elsewhere.
my crops.
Please,
Our
calm down.
valued customer would
Thought
only
the
dismiss.
Earl was bad before.
You're trying to rip me
Damn
off.
taxes.
Let us work out a compromise.
Would you be free for a sales discussion later?
Ah, Lady Alice, for you I will always find time.
I've heard businesses.
Not for me it isn't. If knights need my service, men have cleaned up well. It suits me just fine that the criminals off the street always complaining about monies whenever my customers.
What are you carrying there?
Sale. Or eat. Don't steal. Way.
Oh, I upset you? I should find a merchant.
I'm not a thief. A man even promised me a bread crust if I from the market for him. Can a little break?
Free.
Oh, you should keep it. Themed. Oh.
Oh.
Just you in some horse bread.
The only kind you have here?
One that hasn't gone green yet.
If you sell green, customers will get sick and you'll...
What? Are you with the sheriff?
No, don't worry. Everyone seems to be a Sheriff Eustace, who is a fat and lazy...
It's not him. It's... Killed a good friend for mission yesterday. Double of his mill.
Shouldn't you make
If you bring grain down, you must pay taxes now. My friend's mill out there was a... Sometimes he even let me. Which was why they... And I can't afford using mills here in town.
Excuse... Do you know if something happening? I know we saw war, but the town seemed this grim and...
Oh, we are but pilgrims in search of God's miracles. Saint who will heal my foot and my eyes. But yes, seems to hold no miracles. We heard the Earl is in his people. Own entertainment.
Oh, too. Excuse me, would you care to give me your quality of this wool?
Of course. Please. Oh, wonderfully soft.
And what thorough There isn't a hint grease. The fur is exceptionally fine. And the colour is and light.
High quality garb.
I'm glad you think so. Would you be so kind as this to a customer of mine, Need a Rise?
Of course. Just send me.
With all these taxes, shrinking markets, I wasn't sure wearing would still be worth it. That quality of wool, say it is.
How many of you have fallen from grace, seduced by hell's demons?
First you say one thing, and then you say another. Is this how you treat all your customers?
There are Flemish merchants just a few streets away. They were very interested in my wool, and they would be delighted to confirm its quality to you.
Anyone can let their friends lie for them.
Then we'll leave it to the people. We'll sell the wool at the afternoon auctions. That way it fetches a fair price for certain.
No, wait. Maybe we can negotiate. My master would not want me to leave here with empty hands.
Let's find a compromise. You buy the wool at the price we believe we agreed upon.
Why would I do that?
I will guarantee you first rights to my wool next year.
The prices go up when more than one bidder is involved.
I know. My master would not be pleased if I returned without wool one day. He's got an awful temper. Fair enough. We have a deal. I'll buy your wool at your price.
pleasure doing business with you.
You've learnt well. A good merchant always strives for a deal that feels like a victory for both sides.
I had a good teacher. One more thing. Could you try to get Ovid's Amores for me when you travel to Winchester? It's a book.
Yes, I can ask Brother Theobald. His book collection is more comprehensive than the church would like.
Then he'll be the right one to ask. Thank you.
No problem at all.
My father caught a cold. Gets sick from worrying too much.
Same as my wife.
Oh, how am I supposed to keep a family warm and fed like this?
Patience is a virtue.
Here.
Thank you. It should be enough to keep our workers around until I have solved our problems with Percy Hamley. But Tom said that without stone and timber, we will have to stop construction in a month.
You must speak to the Earl. I still have to give Richard his money. But then I'll come and wait with you.
From the looks of it, I'll be standing here for quite a while.
The remains of Whaler and... I don't have time to deal with drunks.
The soul lights up. Inspirations flicker.
I hear you will face Empress Maud's army, Sir Simond.
We will do battle on the beautiful grounds of the illustrious Lincoln Castle.
Don't say it like that. She'll think we're just going there for the landscape.
Ah, but what a magnificent picture it makes.
Oh, just don't let yourself get distracted by the beauty, Sir Simond.
As you won't be there, I'm hopeful that I can focus on directing my blows at the enemy, my lady.
Any new information on Maud's army, Sir Alonso?
Robert of Gloucester will bring the Angeline. There are said to be 1,000 men. But Stephen will bring more, and we'll be with him to lead the charge.
Does Robert of Gloucester have skilled men fighting for him?
Damned if we know.
Victory and glory will be ours, one way or another.
Today we ride to Lincoln. Drinks are on me. Taverner! Another round for everyone!
You're the best, Richard.
It's Sir Richard.
Nonsense. We're all brothers, right?
It is Sir Richard.
Oh.
And here I thought you needed my money for new armor.
Oh, I do. A knight is only as good as his equipment. Have you seen Alonso's sword? With men-at-arms so well equipped, how could I fight alongside King Stephen less well equipped?
And inferior armor May it cost him his life.
Only the best for the best.
Hey, you should be more...
I spend it on my reputation. What's more responsible than that?
You are paying for other people's wine. Some of whom you don't even know.
Knighthood is about more than fighting, Ali. It's a way of life. We fight together, we drink together, we die together.
Right you are. To hell and back we go. To hell and back.
Alonso, you make that sound like a bad thing.
But you could spend our money a little more wisely.
Do you want William Hamley to become Earl of Shiring or me?
What kind of question is that? If we're lucky, then he will never return from the Holy Land.
He already did.
What?
We ran into Robert of Gloucester's men. At first, I wasn't sure it was him. He wore the cloak of a crusader.
No. Don't do it. Please. Have mercy. My God, please. Don't.
And then King Stephen called out his name.
William Hamley, join me. We ride.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to upset you.
You what?
This is not about you or me, Ali. Allowing the father of that monster to remain Earl would not only betray our father, it'd mean betraying everyone. William is a butcher, a filthy bastard without honor.
Mind your tongue. You speak of the son of the Earl of Shiring.
I am the son of the Earl.
Sir Richard, your father went against our king and lost his title and his lands. You are not the heir to the title, not as things are now.
What did you just say?
Oh, easy.
You treacherous bastard!
Calm down. Do you want to slaughter each other and help the enemy?
Accusing me of treason. You most loyal man at arms.
Me or William? Choose a goddamn side, Alonso of Toledo. Come on, choose!
You disparage me for stating the truth. I've always been your most loyal man at arms. Have I not?
Obviously they have no idea how to settle...
The one with the biggest mouth, too.
Obviously they have...
I'm just trying to keep you grounded.
I doubt that.
How dare you imply that William and his fat father have a right to my lands?
How would you solve a quarrel like the one over there?
Everyone has their own way of coping with aggression. Food, gambling, or solace in the arms of a wench. Luckily for me, most resort to drinking.
I doubt that'll work here.
Don't say that too loud. Try this.
Now, can't you just agree to disagree? Please.
Percy Hamley's title is a fact, not an opinion.
It is not. He does not deserve it.
I hope I won't need to carry a shield.
This is not about who deserves what. The king appointed him. You should come to terms with that fact.
Something to eat.
I only food from Meg. She's a and the food others from. But she gives.
Meg, best friends.
Yes. Except. I'm sorry.
How would you settle a fight?
Trouble? Run.
But they're usually friends. Running wouldn't help.
Let them to decide who's right.
Good idea. The bishop's palace. I don't have any... Do you have any games with you?
We play the French game of Fiat.
Oh, could I...
If you bring it back full, I see no harm.
I will.
What did you just say?
Oh no.
Lo, the lion, king of beasts. I'm done talking to you.
Now fight it out like real knights should. With a battle of wits.
Playing a board game, I don't know.
You're scared I could win.
Oh, let's begin.
Now, let's start with a careful opening.
Good choice. The general who gives in to anger will send his troops to their deaths.
Exactly right, Ali. First, I'll focus on defense. Let's see what Alonso's got.
Ooh, well played. A classic opening move.
Now's a good time to attack.
Oh, sometimes victory lies in numbers, but often it lies in a single soldier at the right spot, right?
Yes, and I play to win. And here I stride to victory.
You reached the end of the board.
What a crowning! I got a king!
You call this piece a king? In Spain, we call it a queen. She's quite powerful and has a mind of her own.
All right, a queen then. Now I can sweep the entire board with her.
You know what you're doing. Show him what you can do.
All right, Ali. Here we go. I've got a queen on my side. Time to rampage. When the sovereign has been claimed, the game is almost decided.
I could fight to the last piece. But a good commander has foresight, and I can see this game is lost. I admit defeat.
Ah, you ended this before it even began. Even a scribe would struggle making this an epic of glory.
This was about strategy, not showmanship. And it seems like Lady Aliena is an excellent strategic advisor. You work exceptionally well together.
He never makes compliments like this.
He's the tactician. I trust his instincts and experience to guide him.
But you yourself are an exceptional diplomat and businesswoman, I hear. You complement each other in the way you think.
I guess you're right.
If you are wise enough to trust these queen's instincts in these matters, my friend, you too will indeed be able to take back the earldom.
You think we can do it? So, can I rely on your loyalty?
You can.
Of course, we're brothers in arms.
Good. You've an important battle ahead of you. I'll bring you the money.
Towards submissive creatures,
Here.
he tames his anger. Finally. I mean, thank you, Ali. This will cover decent equipment. Nothing exceptional, but it will do.
Just promise to be careful.
I've learned a few tricks. I'll be fine.
Must you really fight? What is all this good for?
For father, Ali. I will save Shiring from Percy Hamley.
But who's going to save you?
With men like these, I'm afraid I'm already beyond saving. For victory!
For victory!
For victory!
I see. I wish you the best of luck. I'll be at the marketplace with Philip.
And make more money, I hope.
Poorly... No,
And our Earl will be the new apostle.
Have you
to
finished
lead
your
us to
business?
salvation when the end comes.
Yes.
Glad to hear it.
Philip, I now understand why our market at Kingsbridge has had more visitors lately. Shiring isn't what it used to be. Steep taxes and strict laws have taken their toll on the town.
Is that so?
These merchants would give anything to do their business at another fleece fair, but there's none nearby. They need a place with fair taxes, one that can put those taxes to good use.
Are you thinking of a fleece fair in Kingsbridge?
Call in the monk and the woman he's with.
You, impatient monk. It's your turn. The girl, too.
Me? What? Did you want me to come with you?
No. We're not first in line, are we?
Well, lucky you, then. Get moving. Philip of Gwynedd, Prior of Kingsbridge. The Earl of Shiring.
Thank you for hearing me, old Percy. Please allow me to introduce my friend, Aliena of Kingsbridge.
I knew it was you. Oh, it doesn't sound like you missed me.
I demand to talk to the Earl of Shiring. He has broken his word.
You are talking to the Earl of Shiring.
Bishop Waleran?
The enemies of this earldom have taken Percy Hamley from our midst.
Mother!
Do you consider yourself a friend of the earldom of Shiring, Philip?
Friend? That damn monk is drinking the blood of my earldom!
It is not for us to damn them, Lord William. But judge them we must.
What you are doing to the people of Shiring is shameful.
Your father would have done well to teach you respect.
The monk's a thief and so are you. And I don't take as kindly to thieves as my father did. Shiring will change.
What crimes did we commit then?
The king has never licensed a market in Kingsbridge.
Your market is illegal, Philip.
You are stealing my taxes by allowing my people to trade in your sorry priory, and you disrespect my authority!
Is that true, Philip?
I will talk to the king about this.
You and your friends have always played by your own rules, but not anymore. Fracture for fracture, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. The days of Kingsbridge Cathedral are over.
Now leave. The next time I will show no mercy.
I had assumed that as long as the market was held within the walls of the priory, and the taxes supported the construction of our cathedral, Kingsbridge would need no market license. I had made a foolish mistake. Now I had no option but to call on King Stephen for help. And as Aliena suggested, joined the knights on their way north to Lincoln. More and more men joined our group. Most of them had no horses and no weapons to speak of. As King Stephen prepared for his final battle against Robert of Gloucester, he had ordered all able men of his earldoms to fight in the north. Then, at nightfall, our group reached a large camp of Stephen's men. After a long first day on my way to Lincoln, I found a place to rest. I fell asleep soon and dreamed about soldiers. But these soldiers were not on their way to Lincoln. They had come up the twisting hillside path to our little hamlet in North Wales. My brother Francis and I had tried to outrun them and to warn my parents. But as always when I had this dream, we were too late. King Henry's men had killed Mam and Da. Abbot Peter came to take us in, just as it had happened so long ago. But this time, in my dream, something was different. I was 6 years old then, and Abbot Peter had not yet taught us about God. But still, I asked the monk the question, why did God do that? I had said that. It had been my voice answering the child. It was me. I was responsible for the fate of these children, Richard and Aliena. As I tried to calm them, I realized the blood of their father was still on my hands. I awoke with a start. It was as if my dream had not been a warning, but a reminder. I had sinned, and I had to atone for my sins. I prayed that I would be able to help those that had already suffered by my hand, and all of Kingsbridge. After what felt like an eternity, the sun rose and we continued on our way to Lincoln. As we moved, I remembered hearing that Bishop Waleran had been to Rome, and William had fought in the Holy Land. I told myself that King Stephen would eventually see these men for what they really were. He had to. And I tried to convince myself that God would make things right.
You are late. Is it done?
Yes, my bishop. Their builder is dead.
What about the saint?
I couldn't get into their crypt unseen.
You disappoint me again, Timothy.
Please, when did I ever fail you before today, Right Reverend?
Regan Hamley is alive.
She didn't.
No. Your poison has left her in a deep sleep. When the time is right, I will send our Earl of Shiring to finish what I asked of you. Kingsbridge will fall.
Hurry up, my friend. Or do you not want to see our king after all?
I fear I must.
Then let's not waste more time. Come on, Philip. Where do we find King Stephen?
Asking.
Richard of Kingsbridge.
I've heard.
Good things, I hope.
Maybe. You can go inside the cathedral.
Where are all the knights and soldiers?
I should go first.
But this is a house of God.
Only 2 more days.
If they know what's good for them, they'll surrender.
I'd be disappointed if Maud would give up so easily.
My king! You have my sword!
Good! Who is that?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
Him. Now, what about those archers out there?
Ah, Sir Richard, you made it.
Had a monk to look after.
You should visit our enemies, father. They should be praying, for we'll cut their heads off.
Yeah.
Hear, hear.
I will spare myself the malice and infamy.
Father, I'm afraid.
Come now. What are you afraid of?
I own a mill. I built it myself. The only thing I was ever good at. I will die if I have to fight.
God is with you.
Then why doesn't God help me now? I can't go out there. I can't.
You must not run. You would be hanged.
But I don't know if I can do it.
You must.
When we go to battle, will you pray for me, Father?
Of course. Of course I will.
There's no two ways about it. I have to go out there myself to see what's going on.
My king, Ranulf's archers are only waiting for you.
They know they'll be at my mercy once I've dealt with Robert the Bastard and Ranulf the traitor. I doubt they dare shoot me.
Stephen, be reasonable.
Henry, will the church for once shut up? We are at war. Wonderful. Now, I will go out there without getting shot in the head. I must know why they posted the archers up there today. Just for once, use your brain. Think.
Yes, my king.
My king?
You? What are you doing here? Have you come to atone for having your monks write that heretical book?
No, my bishop.
So you continue to doubt your bishops, your pope?
Henry.
How dare you show your face here?
Henry! I told you I am not to be disturbed.
This monk should be thrown into a cell. Maybe then he will see reason.
What?
Because your miracles? I have to... Having someone walk over red-hot plowshares, or putting his hand in boiling water to prove he's innocent, is entertaining. I give you that.
Stephen!
But the monk is right, of course. There is a tendency that your miracles conveniently happen when the church needs them most. Whoever believes that to be a coincidence, or miraculous, deserves no place at my table. Philip the Prior. I remember you. I will make sure my brother won't arrest you. But I don't have time for you just now. Unless you have a solution for my problem. There are archers outside, probably looking forward to killing me. But I have to see what's going on out there with my own eyes, without getting shot. If you don't have a solution for my problem, do not disturb us. We shall talk later.
A shield could surely stop an arrow. What would be the safest way to face an archer?
Are you thinking of joining us in battle?
He's finally become one of us.
Never mind. My king, you could use a shield to protect yourself.
A well-directed arrow can pierce a shield, a helmet even.
Then why do all these men wear helmets?
For luck.
He won't hear me. Not until he has found a way to safely take a look at the archers on top of the castle. No. Our king's advisors believe it would be dangerous for him to stand out here in front of the archers.
They're right.
They are?
But don't worry. They won't waste their arrows on monks and peasants. But the king would definitely be a tempting target. Would end the in the blink of an eye. I wouldn't hesitate to shoot the bastard of Gloucester either.
If you were to dress like a poor man, not like a king or a soldier, the archers might not shoot at you.
This is highly inappropriate, Philip of Gwynedd.
It is. But he's right. Robert's a bastard, but his men are not without honor. I may try it. A good idea. You are Welsh, aren't you?
Yes, my king.
The Welsh are moving against me as we speak. They call themselves kings over there. Did you know that?
I do. I was born in the kingdom of Gwynedd.
Barbarian kings. Robert of Gloucester did well to enlist them for his cause. I remember how, when we first met, you told me you were worried about Robert of Gloucester. You saw it. I saw it. But no one else at this table did. Now he'll arrive in 2 days' time to fight us. Tell me, Philip, why have you come all the way from Kingsbridge to see me?
The Earl of Shiring, William Hamley, broke the pact I had made with his parents and you, my king. He stopped supporting our cathedral with stone and timber.
And why is that?
Because I made a great mistake. I have conducted a market without a license.
Is that so?
It was my fault. I thought the church did not need a license.
Did you hear that, Henry?
Yes, my brother.
My brother makes that same mistake all too often. William Hamley had the right to punish you, and he is a loyal friend of mine.
Yes, my king.
But I consider you a friend as well. I hereby grant you the same market rights as Shiring. It would be a shame if you didn't finish your cathedral.
Thank you. Thank you, my king.
What's going on out there?
Of course. That's why all the attacking in 2 days. He's attacking today. To arms! It's an ambush. Do not use the front entrance. They knew that would draw us out. I need my horse.
As Stephen and his men went to face the approaching army, his brother, Bishop Henry, urged me up to the top of the cathedral. His fear had made him forget about our dispute. I had never been that high up.
Pray with me, Philip. Pray that Stephen will win, so this war can end.
I closed my eyes to pray. And I forgot about Kingsbridge, and the market, and what I wanted. I simply prayed for peace. And as I did, I realized that ever since the dream about my parents, I had not prayed. What if, as in the dream, my prayers would not be heard now? I begged the Lord to make me see. To make me see that he was there.
Philip, look!
I was too far away to understand what was happening.
Robert's men! They're winning! Stephen is lost!
It felt like the world was spinning under my feet. I was afraid that I would fall. I closed my eyes. And then I saw.
They're breaking through the church doors!
Where are the women?
And then I knew it was us. Only us. No devil to harm us. No God to protect us. Only us.
Philip was gone for 2 weeks. We had no idea what had happened to him. To be true, we had other things on our mind. Ali and I.
Are you sure we're alone?
Right now, there's only you and me.
Look at that.
Told you.
I hope Philip and Richard are all right.
Me too.
Say, Jack, have you read our book?
What about you? What did you think?
Well, I thought you said
No, this is Philip's fault. If all this falls apart because he set up an illegal market, he alone will be responsible.
I have faith in him, and so should you. Who else could save Kingsbridge if not him?
Do you still remember the text?
Well, do you?
Well... I think I remember one part.
Oh? And which one was that?
Before me, she stood, her clothing set aside, No flaw to be found in all her body.
All clothing was set aside?
All of it.
And there was no flaw?
No flaw at all.
Oh, his shoulders and his arms I saw and I caressed. And then his chest, a form made to be felt and touched.
Careful there.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
Don't be. How flat her belly beneath her slender waist. Her flanks, what form. What perfect thighs.
Yours are remarkable as well.
That's not how the text goes.
Is it not?
Maybe it is.
Why recall each aspect? Nothing that I saw lacked perfection. As I hugged my naked body close to his.
Ali,
Yes,
I love you.
I love you too. I always will.
Did you hear something?
No. It's only us, Jack. You and me.
It is us. Only us.
Hey! Philip the Prior! Monk! That's better. Never let them see you weak. Stand tall. What is there to look at, monk?
Why do you do all this?
Because I want to. No god, bloodline, or fate made me king. I took the throne. I chose to rule, and I chose to fight. And I'm not done yet.
Is it worth all these lives?
To best Maud? By God, yes. It's a game that I intend to win.
Richard!
Don't draw attention to yourself. Not when they have you in a cage. Not if you're the king.
Why am I in here?
You are with us, are you not?
I prayed for peace.
Peace is the wait between one battle and the next. You were right about William Hamley.
How so?
The moment the battle took a turn for the worse, he and his men switched sides. The Earl of Shiring is fighting for Maud now, and for Robert.
William Hamley is only fighting for himself and for Bishop Waleran. It's getting dark.
It's not the end of days.
Are you sure of that?
I'm not finished here yet, so yes, I'm sure.
He's over there. Thank you.
Francis!
Oh, Philip.
Of course. You came with your master, Earl Robert, did you not?
Yes. When I heard from Bishop Henry that you were in Lincoln, I started looking. He thought you were dead.
Not yet. It is good to see you, brother.
Henry said you came because you need a market license.
Yes.
I think I know someone who can help. I'll have you released, and then we will go to Winchester. Just be patient for a moment.
What about you?
My loyals will make their moves. The game is not yet over.
If you want peace, if you want to save the lives of the innocent, you have to give up.
Never. That's the only thing I'm not good at.
Then there really is no hope.
So this is your brother? I have heard much about you, Prior. Your brother has supported our family for many years now. And we remember those who are loyal to us. Hereby I grant Kingsbridge the same market rights as Shiring.
The same rights?
The same.
Thank you, my queen.
Thank you.
The bloodline is restored. Not long, and my son will take his rightful place here on the throne.
All will be as it was. I will be a just king, as Grandfather Henry was.
Peace will be restored in England. Do you have anything else you wish to tell us, Prior?
No. Nothing.
Thank you, my queen.
In the last 2 days of the Fleece Fair, we have collected more money than we did during the last 3 markets combined.
Is the Earl of Shiring not opposed to us doing a fleece fair of our own?
The law protects us.
And our lord.
He is. Our time of trepidation is finally over.
It will never be over.
What did you say, Philip?
Nothing. The music is too loud.
Our prior is right. The display out there is not appropriate for our monastery.
The fair will be over soon. And by then, Kingsbridge will be self-sufficient.
Philip? Ah, you're back. How are things at the quarry?
All's in order. We won't have any further problems. So, why did you ask me to come?
It's about Jack. He got into a fight with Alfred again. Have you come to a decision yet about my proposition?
I'm not sure.
Jack can already read and write, and there is much more we can teach him here. What does his mother think?
Ellen won't talk to me because of this. much he believes I'm favouring Alfred. But Alfred is the master craftsman. I taught him since he was 6. Jack is only an apprentice, and the two can't go on like this.
No, they cannot.
He wouldn't work on the cathedral, but he could stay in Kingsbridge.
He could?
I have no choice. I want the best for my children. For all of them.
Of course. Let us talk to Jack, then.
Yes.
Let us talk.
Yes.
Tom? Wait for me.
Philip? Something is ailing you, isn't it? Philip, you told me in Cuthbert once that if you became prior, you would want to repair our cathedral. Remember? It was the day little Jonathan came to us.
Yes, I remember. He was so little.
You achieved what you set out to do, and so much more. If only Cuthbert was still here with us to see this.
Milius, we have not had time to talk since I returned.
There was time, but you avoided it.
I have a bad feeling about all this.
Why? For once, all is well.
It started even before I left my brother in Winchester, but he's still in the middle of all the chaos out there. I'm afraid. For him. For all of us. But it's not just that.
No?
I think I've lost my faith.
You?
Let us talk later, like we used to.
Yes, of course. We will.
Are you not coming, Remigius?
I have pressing matters to attend to, my prior.
All right.
And what kind of surprise is it?
Well, I think you'll be amazed, both of you.
Ooh, now I'm curious. When can we see it?
I should be done this afternoon. Come on, Jonathan. Let's have a look at the bear.
Yes, please.
Have fun, boys. Any idea what he's up to?
I have no idea.
Father, Jack took tools from the site. I don't know what he did with them, but I know he took them.
Well, you two won't get a chance to quarrel in the future. Philip will see to that. But Jack is not the only one to blame in this.
That's right, sir.
Martha, have you seen Jack?
He went with Jonathan to see the bear fight.
With Jonathan? That's dangerous. What is he thinking? Oh.
Oh, by the way, I've heard from Richard.
Is he all right?
The message didn't say, but I assume he's fine.
Why's that?
He says he needs me to buy him a new horse.
Lower prices than in Shire.
Look at him go!
Are you sure you want to see this?
What a show.
Why did the bear and dog fight?
It's in their nature. The beast that is more clever and stronger wins.
No. For them, there is no winning.
Jonathan, come here. You shouldn't have brought him here. It's dangerous.
I'm all something wrong no matter what you do. If Alfred... I bet there wouldn't have been a problem.
There would have.
Maybe it's better if you and Jonathan go.
Come on.
Jack.
What?
I know how you feel.
Oh, really?
The world is unjust. We are like these poor animals, forced to tear at each other's flesh. It is a game that they force us to play.
Who?
No. The kings and empresses, even the bishop, Tom, and all of us are made to live in an unjust world in which we are forced to make unjust decisions again and again. You don't even know we are playing their game. You have every right to be angry. But there is a way to remove yourself from that cage. Perhaps not for the sake of God, but for the sake of man.
What do you mean?
I want you to become a monk.
Wait! Don't go wandering off on your own. No, I need to look after...
Have you two seen my son?
Ellen. He went over to see the bear fight.
Aliena? I have come to...
To what?
What's wrong with your brother?
I've no idea.
Aliena, I have come to ask for your hand. In marriage.
Are you mad, Alfred Builder?
What?
Why would you think that I...
Did you hear that?
What was that?
Oh, now. I'm here. Should have looked out for you. You wanted to go all the way up there? Like Alfred and Jack do? Come on. We'll go together. You and me.
So, this is it then?
Who's that man?
I am the Earl of Shiring, boy.
Stay with me, Jonathan.
Now, while my men inspect your market, tell me, where is your saint?
The crypt.
Speak up!
The crypt!
I heard that your master builder died in an accident.
Yes, he did.
A shame. This could have become a great cathedral. Now, out of my way!
Jonathan!
if this is the end.
They were burning by God. They were on fire. Where are the others? They're going to kill them!
Aliena! Milius locked the door.
From the outside? Is he still out there? No.
What did we do wrong?
Nothing.
Then why is the Lord punishing us?
We are doomed.
Stay here. You will be safe.
Ever since that lightning struck, we are doomed.
Come on. Ever since I've come here, Kingsbridge has been doomed.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Milius locked it. Milius! I think I can hear him out there.
Return our saint, or you will go to hell.
No. You go.
No!
Hallowed be thy name.
William Hamley.
Ah! Aliena is still out there.
So is Jonathan.
Thy will be done. I know it. On earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread.
Oh no!
And forgive us our debts.
The gate is locked as well.
Aliena is this way.
Forgiven our debtors.
So are the attackers. If we go this way, they might not see us.
Not into temptation.
You're right.
Aye. But deliver us from evil.
But it's locked.
Amen.
Jack!
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Jack? Jack! Oh, Brother Marcus. By God. No!
Move, Mary, please. We must leave him here.
No! I have to help him! Peter!
We cannot leave her here.
Words from the scripture will calm her.
Look at her husband. Look at her. Your words won't do any good.
I won't allow you to poison her, woman.
This herb will help her. It works.
I will not let you use your devil's work on her.
What's going on here?
Look at that poor woman. Her husband has died in her arms. Your sub-prior refuses to let me help her.
Her herbage is the devil's work.
We must get her away from here. William and his men will ride this way. I know it.
You're right. We must make haste.
Philip, I told you this woman is a witch.
You're a fool. This is henbane.
Henbane?
The devil's eye. So you admit that you are trying to poison this woman?
Oh, does the evil eye of the flower intimidate you, you old goat?
Calm down, all of you!
Prior Philip, take this. It will calm her nerves if she chews on it. For once, do the right thing.
Prior James was right about you.
Prior James? Ugh. You have no idea what kind of man Prior James was. You are a fool.
Are you sure this won't harm her?
Yes, I am.
No!
We grow herbs too, Remigius.
Go ahead. I'm holding her. It's working.
I told you, maybe I was wrong about you, Philip.
How could you do that?
Oh, piss on you.
They're coming.
We need to move now.
It makes no sense. Why would the Earl of Shiring do this?
Shut up, or they will kill us all.
It's them.
Shh. Shh. Shh.
Be quiet, please.
Look at him. He did quite well. He got pretty far.
There was someone here with him.
Hugh's right. They might be close by.
We should make haste. We got what we came for.
Not yet. What was that?
Sounds like there's a little birdie sitting in the bushes. Ha! There you are.
Prior James was right about you.
Prior James? You have no idea what kind of man Prior James was. You are a fool.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We grow...
Go ahead.
I told me. Okay.
We need to move now.
It makes no sense. Why would the Earl of Shiring do this?
Shut up, or they will kill us all.
It's them.
Shh. Shh. Shh.
Be quiet, please.
Look at him. He did quite well. He got pretty far.
There was someone here with him.
Hugh's right. They might be close by.
We should make haste.
Not yet. What?
Sounds like there's a little birdie sitting in the bushes. Ha! There you are.
Prior James was right about you.
Prior James? You have no idea what kind of man Prior James was. You are a fool.
Are you...
Go.
It's at me. Okay.
We need to move now.
It makes no sense. Why would the Earl of Shiring do this?
Shut up, or they will kill us all.
It's them.
Shh.
Look at him. He did quite well. He got pretty far.
There was someone here.
Hughes. They might be close.
We should make...
Not... What was that?
Sounds like there's a little birdie sitting in the bushes. Ha! There you are.
Prior James was right about you.
Prior James? Ugh, you have no idea what kind of man Prior James was. You are a fool.
Yeah.
No!
We
Go.
I told me. Okay.
We need to move now.
It makes no sense. Why would the Earl of Shiring do this?
Shut up, or they will kill us all.
It's them.
Shh. Shh. Shh.
Be quiet, please.
Look at him. He did...
It was...
They might be close.
We should make...
Not yet.
Walter, why do I get the feeling you're upset?
We didn't have to do this. We came for the Saints.
They deserved it. Like this ugly bastard.
Kingsbridge defied us for the last time. That monk, the bitch, and the bastard she's fucking.
Come on, move! After him!
But William said...
I said move!
My little cub, are you all right?
Did you see Aliena?
She was in the market. I heard William calling out her name.
Jack, come. We must find her and Jonathan. Dear God. Oh.
No. Aliena! Aliena!
Jonathan!
He took everything from me again.
Aliena! No matter what you do, no matter where you go, I will find you. Every time you think you are safe, every time you play house, I will find you, and I will crush you. Now, kill them all, and make her watch.
Aliena, are you all right?
I swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that I will take care of my brother Richard until he has fulfilled his vow.
Can't you hear me?
Jack! It's all gone. I can't support Richard like this. What am I going to do now?
Tom. You are alive. Thank God.
We must ask the bishop for help.
The bishop? Are you mad? I heard he is behind this. Shh!
How? How can we go on living in Kingsbridge now? Will the cathedral still be built?
Not without the market.
It must be, or there'll be no work for us.
Please. Our prior will answer all of your questions.
Philip, they are waiting for you.
Yes.
Can we stay in Kingsbridge? Or must we move on?
Too many people have died. Many were injured. Among the injured was our master builder, Tom. He protected our little Jonathan.
It will take time, but I'm sure he will recover. Thank God.
Tom's alive.
3 of our brothers have perished. Brother Arnaldus, and Brother Milius. He rests by Cuthbert's side now. We have also lost Brother Marcus, and 8 more lives were taken.
Will the Earl of Shiring be judged for what he did?
He must be!
Yes, he must!
What about the saint?
Where is the saint?
Adolphus will protect us.
It would be better if you answer their questions.
Please tell us what to do.
Brother Andrew is overseeing the repairs. And we will be able to continue the construction of our cathedral. Tom Builder's son, Alfred, will take over the position of Master Builder. Though it will take longer, for we will not hold a market again. And I am happy to welcome a new novice. Most of us are familiar with him, so I'm sure we all can share the sentiment that he will be very welcome in our priory. Jack. As was Tom's wish.
Why were we attacked?
Was that really the Earl of Shiring?
And the saint?
Yes! Yes, what about the saint?
Is he not well?
He looks pale.
The rumors you have heard are true. The remains of Saint Adolphus were stolen from this crypt.
We are doomed.
The saint's
Who
gone.
took him?
Was it the Earl of Shiring?
Why would he do that?
Milius died to protect the saint. I saw it.
Please tell us.
Tell us what will happen with us. With Kingsbridge.
Shall I continue?
No. This attack was a great tragedy. I cannot think of why anyone would do that to us. It is impossible to grasp how these men could just...
You went against the Earl of Shiring!
He said you defied him!
Philip was in the right. We had a market license.
Our prior was in the right, but we all knew what kind of man William Hamley is. Defiance will only lead to more grief.
I agree.
You should have been more careful. We must never again hold a market.
No. No, we must not.
The Earl stole the saint because of Philip.
But it's not his fault, is it?
They all had to die for the market.
Why is he not answering?
Please answer.
Why?
How will we go?
Why has God...
Answer.
No. I cannot give you confidence. The stories of how God tested the faith of his followers. I see now how true they are. I think you do as well. I am asking myself, where is God? Why did he not prevent all this? I do not know. I have no answer.
One day, God said to Satan, "Look at my man Job. There's a good man if ever I saw one." So Satan said, "You've given him everything. That's why he's a good man." But God said, even if he were to lose everything he has, his faith in me would not falter, and I will prove it to you.
Mother hasn't moved from his side for days.
It will take time for him to heal.
You know, this wasn't the first time someone wanted to kill him. If we hadn't scared off that monk in black, I'm sure Tom wouldn't be with us anymore.
Did you ever find out who he was?
I have no idea.
It was Bishop Waleran's servant.
What?
Waleran?
You will burn in hell for this.
What? I defeated your greatest enemy. It was a holy mission.
It's not up to you to decide that. Even your father would not have been that foolish.
I am not my father.
They saw you. They know that the Earl of Shiring is a murderer. What if my allies in Kingsbridge were hurt? What then?
Absolve my sins.
Only if you announce your loyalty to King Stephen.
No! Stephen lost. He is weak.
Bishop Henry will not approve of me giving absolution to a supporter of Empress Maud. Are you a man of the church or not?
I am.
Then do as you are told. And never defy me again. Is that understood?
Yes, my bishop.
One day we'll tell everyone everything about us, Ali. All of them.
Maybe we should have told everyone while we still could. Maybe there would have been ways to make it last. Jack! Oh. What is he doing in there? Jack! Oh, Jack.
At least I still have my hair.
Where can we go from here?
Anywhere we want.
What is this?
I told you I had a surprise for you. Remember? This is it.
What is it?
It's a first version of a fulling mill.
It's fulling the cloth all by itself using the motion of the water wheel.
Yes. What do you think? You'll be able to sell even more cloth, not just wool, like you wanted to.
It's a brilliant invention. It's what I always wanted.
Then why do you look so sad?
Because there will not be another market.
No, not in Kingsbridge. We will go someplace else then, where he won't find us.
He will find me, wherever I go.
You can't just give up.
I'm not giving up. And I'm not running away. And because I'm not running away, there is something I have to tell you. It's not what I want to do. It's what I have to do. Oh, Jack,
What is it?
I wish things...
What things?
We can't meet again. Not like this.
Why?
I'm getting married. To support Richard.
To whom?
It's not important. William will burn down anything that I build up. This is the only choice I have. My husband will pay for Richard's expenses. It's the only way my brother can protect our people.
I will marry you.
I love you, Jack. And I always will. You are a good man, Jack. And monks can't marry.
Then I will stop being a monk.
And what then?
I don't know.
Maybe when this is over, we can meet again.
But not like this.
No, not like this.
Don't say that. Who is it?
What?
Who are you going to marry?
He has steady income from the houses he builds in Shiring and Winchester. And he is a master builder now.
What?
Dear Francis, once you asked me if I often think of our parents. I do. And I often think of the day they were killed. And of how Abbot Peter took us in. Peter raised us and taught us about God. We grew up in the safety of the monastery. Only now have I begun to understand that outside the priory, the killing continued every single day. I have come to believe that if God was just, he would not allow all the pain and bloodshed. A few days ago, William Hamley and his men attacked us. Many died by their hand. Milius is dead. First, I believed I had brought the devil to Kingsbridge, for I thought I had seen him in Lincoln. The last few nights, I did not sleep. I was afraid that in my dreams I might flee from his grasp in blind terror toward the river and drown like Prior James did. But I know this is not the work of the devil, but of man. But why does God not put an end to it? Most of what Abbot Peter taught us was right. For he taught us about living in seclusion, away from sin, away from want, away from the world that turns man against man. I know I blamed you for what happened after we got involved with Bishop Waleran. I do not anymore. But I blame our church and men like Waleran, because they involved themselves in the bloodshed. As Peter taught us, I will go into seclusion. The answers I seek are not out there. Maybe I will find them in here.
Put that away!
Stop it immediately!
No, Jack! Oh! Jack!
Jack! No! This is not what we do!
Ugh, get off me, you freak!
No!
Oh.
Jack!
Take him away. Lock him up.
It's all useless. No. It's all useless. No. It's all No.
Jack.
Mother?
The water duct runs right under the cell. Look for a loose stone in the floor. It'll sound hollow.
What? How do you know that?
No. It'd be too small to escape through anyway. That's a way out, but... This could be it. Oh, the cracks are too narrow to pry it out with my hands. Mother was right. That won't work. The bulb would crack. That's what you get for helping to build walls. They put one right in front of you. No, I just want to get out. I don't care who's on the other side. I have nothing to say to them. Nothing. I don't think so. This could be it. Oh, the cracks are too... I don't think so. The bulb would crack. The slab is too... That won't work. I don't think so. The bulb was... The cracks are too narrow. That... Oh, No, If I hit someone, I'll be in here I don't want anyone to... I'm done with it. I don't want any... I'm done. No, I just want to... No, I just... This one looks easy to pry out. But not with bare hands. The slingshot won't help. With that hole, I could lift the slab out. She was right.
Jack, tell me, was it about Aliena? I know about you two. I have known for a long time.
And how did you know how to get out of that cell? How did you know?
Your father. He was locked up in there as well.
Was he a monk?
No. They said he was a thief, but he was not.
Is it true then? What they say? That he was hanged in shiring?
Yes, but he was innocent.
How? How did it happen?
Someone here in Kingsbridge gave him a jeweled cup and told him he could go. A mile down the road, he was arrested and accused of theft. It was like a game to them. They said he had stolen that cup from the priory.
Who said that?
3 men. He managed to escape the way you did, but they caught up with him. They hanged him in shiring.
Who were those men?
It does not matter. It is all in the past now.
Once you told me my father was a jongleur, that he came from France.
That is what he told me. You want to leave?
What if I have family there? There must be someone who remembers Jack Sherberg, right?
I knew this day would come.
I'm not a monk.
I know.
And I can't work here with Alfred.
I know. You really love her, don't you, Aliena?
Yes.
You truly are his son, Jack Jackson. This place is too small for you. After your father died, I went into the forest to get away from it all. But if you live like an animal, then they treat you like one. Do not let them, ever, find your way in the world. And when it leads you back to me, I want to hear lots of new tales.
Of course.
Those that killed your father, the people they killed, will return to haunt them. I promised them.
Waileran disrespects you.
After all I've done for him.
Why rely on him for salvation? There are many priests, many bishops.
Maybe. But you are not making decisions for me either, Walter. No one is. If the Lord wants me to support Waileran, he will let me know.
And what if he does not? What then? Will you allow Waileran to order you around?
I shouldn't weave with the door open. The draft will kill me. I can't sleep with the door open. Whew, it's getting cold. Yes?
I'm sorry for disturbing you on an important day like this, but have you by any chance seen Jack since yesterday?
Has something happened?
He's gone. We've been looking for him all morning.
No, I haven't seen him. Does anyone know why he left?
Well, yes, and I'm afraid it is my fault. I had him locked away. But in the end, I just punished anger with wrath.
Oh, we've all failed him.
No, I am the one to blame, and I pray to make it right again. My monks are already trawling the woods. I myself will go to shiring, while Martha is taking a horse to a cave he used to know. Please, don't let this spoil the first day of your marriage, when there should be only reason to rejoice.
Thank you.
They still haven't found him? How long has it been?
Three days.
Well, I think he's gone for good. Never made it easy for anyone, that bastard. Then he runs off. Woody and his family's sick.
Are you hungry? I think I'll prepare some food.
Great. I'm starving. What are you cooking?
Frumenti.
What's going in it?
Wheaten ale with milk, spices, venison and eggs.
Well, as long as it tastes good.
Spices. I need to add some spices. And I mustn't forget the eggs.
We've been married for what? A week?
I haven't been counting.
Right. Feels like a lifetime already, doesn't it? Yet, we still haven't... You know...
You've been keeping your distance.
He used to touch you. And you seem so... I don't know. Sometimes you look at me like you think your husband isn't a good man. But I am a good man. You'll see.
Spices. I need to add some spices. And I mustn't forget the eggs.
Where are you going?
Oh, nowhere. I just needed some more herbs for the soup.
Huh? I think everything you need's here. Today, I was thinking about what you and Philip did for our workers when they were afraid that they wouldn't be paid. Offering them coin to make them stay and feel safe. What if I did something similar? How about I could offer them pay in case something happens? Like an insurance. What do you think?
That would be very kind.
I want to suggest it to the prior tomorrow. He said he'd come over around noon tomorrow. Maybe he could eat with us. And you could help me explain the idea. If you want. I think it would be good for you. To do something other than cooking and weaving. You haven't left the house in 2 weeks.
You're right. I'd be glad to help.
Ah, great.
It still needs eggs. Would you like venison with it?
No, thank you. I'm just here to talk.
Ascetic as always, I see.
It just turns more and more into a habit, really. So, you are suggesting that we promise the workers money if the construction is not completed?
Yes, as an insurance. Since the Fleece Fair, they've been quite worried. It would ease their minds a bit.
Yes, especially since they'd know they don't have to finish the cathedral in order to get rich. It sounds to me like we would be tempting them to fail deliberately.
I hadn't thought about that.
Don't be so cynical, Philip.
I'm not. It's just... It's just so hard to encourage goodness these days. We tried so hard in the last few years, yet all we reaped is death and misery.
The alternative would be to do nothing at all.
I think it's not a bad idea. We wouldn't promise them too much, just enough to help them get by till they find new work.
It would ease their minds a bit.
Yes, you said that. Your idea shows great compassion, Alfred.
Thank you, Father.
It's very rare these days to find spirits who still believe in the good of people. Unfortunately. I could never promise them coin, because one cannot give what one does not have. Ever since the market collapsed, Kingsbridge is losing more than it earns. We may even run out before we complete the cathedral.
What?
He's right. It won't be finished.
But what about Mother? We wanted to build it for her.
If Alfred loses his work, we won't be able to fund our battle against William Hamley anymore.
What if we build faster? Make a new plan that will cost less? You always said a finished cathedral could draw people from far and wide, didn't you? People and their coin, right?
Is that an option? Master Builder, you've been awfully quiet so far.
It's hard to say. But yes, Alfred could look at the designs. Could be there's shortcuts that could be taken. Not much help yet, but I'll do what I can.
I can do it.
All right. I promise you, I will think about your proposal. Oh, milady, your soup.
Thank you. I'd never thought that my brother could work so hard.
He just wants to be better than Jack.
I'm not so sure. I would never have thought. Really. Alfred has changed. He used to be such a bully. He seems really concerned about things now. About Kingsbridge, about you, about your family. I can't wait for you to give me a little nephew or niece.
That won't happen.
No?
No.
Oh. By the way, I got the blue dye you've been asking for. It's from a woad merchant in Winchester. Took me some time to find him.
Oh, thank you so much, Martha. I guess now I finally have to finish my weaving.
How's it going?
I find it hard to sit down and be patient these days.
What does Sir Richard think of the idea?
I haven't told him yet. When he comes here, he's mostly interested in coin. But that's the deal. He fights and I pay. It's an endless circle. The coat of arms shall remind us of who we are and where we come from, so we don't end up losing purpose.
Have you decided on an animal yet? You really should have an animal on it.
It will sport a fox.
Oh, foxes are smart. I like that. Ali, I'm so sorry that I mentioned wanting a niece. I just thought, in the last month, that you were, well, growing a bit.
Oh, I'm just getting fat.
You're not getting fat?
You forget that there's not a lot for me to do other than sit around and eat.
Then we should take a hike soon. Stretch your legs and get some sunshine.
I'd like that. I would like that a lot. But not today. I need to finish the coat of arms first. Get it done while I still can. I don't know what to do anymore. Marrying Alfred was a mistake. I knew it all along, but I saw no other choice. Not if I wanted to stop William Hamley. And Alfred was the only one promising to help me reclaim my father's inheritance. And ever since we've been married, he's been working deep into the night to finish the cathedral. And when he's home, he expects nothing in return, although I can see in his eyes. He is trying his best to make our arrangement work. And I try to be a good wife. I made a mistake. And to make things worse, I am pregnant with your grandchild.
You brought this on yourself. You had the love of your life, and you threw it away.
Do you scorn me for what I did?
No more than anyone else. First and foremost, I blame that priest who turned my son into a monk. But you're a very close second.
What if I brought Jack back?
Oh, Aliena. Jack has left England. There's no possible way to find out where he went. I want you to know one thing. Jack loved you. For me, that makes you still family. If you can't have his baby, give it to me. I will raise it far away from this crooked world that had no room for my son.
I don't want to give our child away.
Then you cannot stay here. You cannot go on like this.
But I have to. Don't you understand? It's finished. I want you to wear it when you go to battle. To remind us of what we are fighting for.
Huh. Why a fox?
A fox is stealthy and cunning. We can't always be straightforward and noble if we want to survive in this wilderness.
You hear that, Alfred? I'm a fox.
Grow up, Richard. This is important.
Sorry.
How's the war going, by the way?
How is your standing with the king?
It's getting better and better. The good thing is, William Hamley is turning out to be quite the lousy player. In our last battle, he ran away when things started to get a bit tight. They say he was afraid to die before he settled matters with his mother.
His mother?
No one's seen her in years, not since her husband died. But rumor has it she's still alive and joyfully pulling his strings. Mention her to William, and he goes as pale as a sheep. Ali, we are so close, but we need to be careful. We mustn't let our guard down.
Is there anything you need from me, Richard?
Well, a new saddle would be nice.
I'll see to it.
And a horse to put it on, of course. The last one caught quite a few arrows.
Right.
I'll be out for a while. I've got some business at the market with Martha.
All right.
I can't believe you two have almost done it. You've almost won your father's earldom back.
Oh, don't say that until it's actually happened. I'll see you later in the evening.
Ah, there you are.
I always wondered what it would have been like to grow up in a forest.
Oh, it's cold. Very, very cold. When I was young, I spent a night in a cave. If it hadn't been for her soup, I would have died, sure.
Kind of soup?
I think it had deer in it.
Deer?
Yes. Jack had caught it before we met. I think it was the only one caught.
But deer is...
I know. It's punishable by death. Never was one for rules and laws.
Right. He was always busy with something, just not with what Tom asked you.
Jack? Yes. He was.
You will aunt soon.
What?
But don't tell Jack. I haven't told him yet.
It was a mistake.
Who?
I do. But very good reasons. So, maybe it was after all. It will work. Not in a loving way, but more a partnership. You two seeing eye to each other.
Maybe. But the baby is not...
What was that?
They built it too fast.
Like the Babylonians, they sought to be grander than God, and for this we all have to suffer.
A stone roof. Alfred tried to build a stone roof without telling Papa.
You're with child? How can you be with child if we never...
My cub is gone and will never return. You threw it all away for a life of lies and a kingdom of dust.
Without a cathedral, my mother will spend an eternity in hell. And by God, I pray so will you, for doing this to me. I can't stay. Not without work, and not like this.
Shh. Shh. There's no need to cry. There. We've been crying for far too long now. Where do we go from here?
We will build a cathedral right here, towering high above Shiring. But it will not be a cheap undertaking.
Money is no object. I shall build it for our Lord and my mother, so that the Lord will heal her.
I am sure he will. Ah, yes, there he is.
Who?
We will need a master builder.
My bishop, I think I have the right man.
My bishop, my name is Alfred Builder.
Next time on the Pillars of the Earth, witness the climactic final part of the series.
It's time we take back what was taken from us.
It's time to face our enemies.
It is time to make a stand for what we believe in.
The Pillars of the Earth. Book 3. The Eye of the Storm.